Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. For those of you that are new, welcome. You may also want to check out my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I do have a bunch of other pick a card readings posted for you guys. And I just always want to thank you guys so much for your continued love and support that you give me here on this channel as well as on my main tarot channel. I truly appreciate your kindness, your generosity. Those of you that have been so supportive, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing what soul lessons are you currently learning? And then we're going to be getting some advice and guidance from Spirit on how you can master those lessons so that you're not repeating them over and over again. Okay, so what soul lessons are you currently learning? And then your advice on that. So I do have 3 crystals for you guys to choose from. We have Amazonite, we have Imperial Jasper, which is kind of like a dusty pink color, mauve color, and then we also have a green opal. Okay, so I am going to be adding in a card for you guys to help you with choosing, for those of you that need extra help. We're going to put in one of these cards here. And this is the Enchanted Map Oracle. Okay, so let's see. What soul lessons are you learning? Let's pull something for pile 1, Spirit. What soul lessons is pile number 1 learning? So we have the Gentle Gardener for pile number 1. Let's pull something for pile number 2 with the Imperial Jasper. We have Movement. And then let's choose something for pile number 3. What soul lessons are you learning, pile 3? And then we have Coming to Life. Okay, so let's get a closer look at your choices today. We have the Gentle Gardener, number 2, and then we have this Amazonite crystal. That is pile 1. Pile 2, you have card number 28, which says Movement, and that is with this Imperial Jasper. And then pile number 3, we have Coming to Life, number 29, and that is with this green opal. So what soul lessons are you currently learning? And then we're going to get some advice for you. If you do feel drawn to more than one pile today, that is perfectly okay. For today's reading, pause the video if you need a little bit more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonate with card number 2, the Gentle Gardener, this is going to be your reading. So today our question is, what soul lessons are you currently learning? And then also getting some advice on how you can master these soul lessons so that you're not repeating them over and over again, because that is no fun. When we feel stuck like that and feel like why does this keep happening? Why do I keep going through this? So the message with the Gentle Gardener, just to kind of start off with, this card is talking about your ability to recognize the quality of your thoughts, your beliefs, words, actions, all of these things, because this is you recognizing that you are the co-creator of your reality, right? So our reality is based upon our belief systems and our way of thinking, our way of doing, and things of that nature. So your reality, right, looks very different than mine, than the next person, right? Depending on how we were raised, the things that we've gone through, the way in which we see ourselves and view in the world could be very different. Okay. Some of you could look at the world as full of opportunities and excitement, and others of you that have been maybe gone through some more challenging things may look at the world and say, you know, like, I can't stand my life, or I'm feeling stuck, or I'm feeling miserable, I'm feeling unhappy, nothing's happening, nothing's going right. So it all depends on the way that we perceive things, and we understand that our thoughts are creating, right? We are always manifesting, okay? Always, always, can even be unconsciously manifesting, you know. So a lot of it is where our focus is, where our intention is, and things behind it. So it's really just Spirit maybe saying that right now, maybe you are learning that your thoughts create your reality, right? And some of you could be, like, let's just say you're very anxious, nervous, stuff like that, you know, worried about stuff. It all that does is draw more of that energy towards you, right? So same kind of situation depending on where you're at. If you're stuck in a place of lack and fear, you will experience lack and fear. If you feel abundance and, you know, more secure, more stable, more grounded, have done a lot of inner work on yourself, you're going to experience an abundant life, right? A life that feels free, a life that is very different, say, than the next person. So this is just basically Spirit saying here, you're learning how to create harmony, balance. I'm also noticing there looks like a grandmother's spirit here. And I'm kind of looking at that as your ancestors maybe trying to contact you, message you, saying, hey, hey, you know, there's some things that you have to tend to literally within yourself or within your life so that you can create the reality that you wish to experience. Okay? So let's pull your tarot and see what else is coming through for you, pile one. What soul lessons are you learning? What soul lessons is pile number one currently learning? The Hierophant. Okay? The Hierophant is a spiritual, very spiritual energy. But this is about our beliefs. Okay? This is our beliefs. It is about us learning. Basically, learning here with the Hierophant. This is a lot of knowledge and wisdom that we gain, right? And once we gain that knowledge and wisdom from certain beliefs that we have and hold within our life, we can then integrate this wisdom and knowledge moving forward, right? We can go through some pretty awful experiences and learn some really hard lessons. And from that, we can learn, okay, I need to change this or change that, or I need to work on this part of myself or this belief that I have. That is attracting or drawing in certain people, certain situations that we go through, right? This is you learning through practical experience and then being able to kind of integrate those lessons that you've learned, hold that spiritual knowledge so that you can elevate yourself, okay? So to me, this is, in a way, looking at this Hierophant energy, the soul lesson that you're learning is how to master, how to become the teacher, right? Being the student, learning here through the experiences, but then stepping into the role of the teacher, holding the knowledge and the wisdom. Accessing, I'm also saying too, because I'm noticing there's like a crow or a raven here. It's very connected into the spirit realm. So many of you are going through a lot of spiritual stuff that you're learning, maybe, you know, but a lot of that I feel like is about how your beliefs may even kind of hold you back in some way. So we'll kind of see how this is coming out here. But what soul lessons are you learning, pile number one? We have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. Some of you may be learning how to, wow, we've got the Knight of Wands here too. Some of you I'm getting a lot of creative energy here. There's intuitive energy that comes along with this Knight of Cups here as well. Intuition, creativity, keeping yourself open to receive. Maybe something that you're also recognizing here as well, or learning here, is how to keep yourself open to receive even what it is that you are consciously or unconsciously manifesting. More so consciously, right? More so consciously. Maybe unconscious. But we also have the Knight of Wands energy here. And the Knight of Wands is about passion, creativity, desire. It's kind of like this fiery energy within us that helps us to move towards something that we want, right? So maybe many of you are learning how to master the art of manifestation, right? The art of opening yourself up, or keeping yourself open to receive opportunities. For some of you, could also be going through soul lessons with love, okay? With romance, with learning how to heal and be open and receptive to receiving love, okay? Maybe another thing for some of you, learning how to be vulnerable when appropriate. What soul lesson are you learning? Pile number 1, the Lovers. Okay. So the Lovers is about us finding balance and union within the self. Okay. You may also be learning lessons in unconditional love with the Lovers here. But I'm looking at this as you also learning how to follow your heart, because the Lover's energy is divinely guided energy, right? This is you learning how to follow your heart, choose where your heart is leading and guiding you, which goes back to you learning how to trust your intuition, okay, here as well. So union within the self, balancing out both feminine and masculine energies. We have the Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. This could be literally you following your heart, your passions, your creative energy, and learning not to let your beliefs hold you back from being able to manifest that which you seek. And for many of you, this is stability, security, abundance. Okay. Let's see what else. What soul lessons are you learning? We have the Star in reverse. So this is, I mean, we see this right here. The Hierophant, like I said, is about our belief systems, our values, things of that nature. The Star in reverse is more or less when there is a loss of hope, a loss of faith, a lack of trust in the divine, in spirit leading and guiding you towards ultimately your destiny. You're learning how to change your thoughts, because the Star in reverse can be a lot of pessimistic thinking, a lot of not feeling very positive about things, okay? And that may be because of things that you've gone through in the past. So you're learning also to heal those beliefs that keep you from being able to experience what it is that you wish to co-create here. Let's see here. What soul lessons? The Hangman. This is helping you change and shift your perspective, right? To let go of beliefs that no longer serve you. To find balance within the self. To surrender. To also let go. Look at that. The Queen and the King are both here. So there's the balance there. Okay. Masculine, feminine here. And we've got feminine and masculine here. And this, in a way, is helping you to create this stable, grounded energy here, nurturing the self, nurturing your career, your finances, whatever this is that you're working towards. But it's also helping you to find that balance within the physical world, right? So that not only are you creating balance and harmony within your spiritual self, but also the physical world. Let's see what else. What soul lessons are you learning? Pile number 1. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which is about creating new beginnings. It's also about opening yourself up to abundance, opportunities for abundance, opportunities for manifesting abundance. And then we also have the Ace of Swords. So the aces in general are about new beginnings. Okay. Some of you could be working towards trying to manifest a new house, a new home, a new job, a new relationship. The Ace of Swords helps you to gain some type of truth, listening to the truth of your soul, speaking your truth. It could be some type of epiphany, a realization that you have, right? A breakthrough mentally away from this energy here of not trusting, not believing, feeling a little bit sad. And underneath the deck, I'm seeing the 8 of Cups. Okay, so the Eight of Cups as a soul lesson for you is teaching you to let go, walk away from things, people, situations, habits, ways of thinking that no longer serve you, that no longer bring you fulfillment, that no longer bring you happiness. The Eight of Cups is about letting go of our vices, our addictions, obsessive patterns of behavior, anything that is standing in the way of you co-creating and manifesting the love and the life that you wish to create. Okay, so with this Eight of Cups, this could be setting out on your journey of discovering who you are without those beliefs that you feel that you might have to conform to, because the Hierophant is about convention. It's about sometimes a very dogmatic way of thinking, beliefs that have been passed down from generation to generation to generation, okay, with regard to different things, culture, religion, spirituality, certain beliefs surrounding money. I mean, the Hierophant represents tradition. It's the way that things have always been done, right? This is where you decide, do these beliefs work for me, right? Do these beliefs that mom and dad have passed down, that grandparents have passed down, do these work for me? If not, this gives you the opportunity to start to let go and release of those ones that are not in alignment with you, that don't resonate with you, right? You could have a parent who grows up with a lack mentality, scarcity mindset, and then they pass that on to you and you become an adult and you're just like, okay, I don't like this, right? Because living in that type of vibration or energy could mean that you also experience the world from a place of lack, right? But you have the choice to decide whether or not you want to change, right, your beliefs, and learn specific lessons from that way of thinking. And what does that manifest for you? What does that create in your reality? You have the power to choose. You have the power to change. You have the power to grow, evolve, step into your power, master your own energy, to decide that doesn't work for me anymore. To completely change that cycle that may have been, for some of you, passed down, right, by ancestors, parents, grandparents, things of that nature. Okay, so I'm going to pull some oracle. We're going to get some more information, a little bit more specific. So let's see. What soul lessons are you learning? Pile number 1. And I'm going to be using my Divine Intelligence Oracle. It is available on Etsy. Okay, I think there's also a link there for international, those of you that are outside of the US. So let's see. What soul lessons are you currently learning? Pile 1. What soul lessons is pile number 1 currently learning? We've got a change in directions with euphoria and insight. Okay, so to me, that euphoria and the insight is that something is changing within you. Okay, there is insight that is coming in, and euphoria, right, with the Hangman, because the Hangman is really, it gives us an opportunity to change our perspective, right? And once we have that shift, in comes that Ace of Swords, the light bulb moment, the epiphany, right? We understand things, we see things differently, so that we are able to change the course of, a certain behavior, a certain way of thinking. This is, for some of you, the Ace of Swords could represent an awakening, right? Your soul is navigating through an awakening here, helping you to change directions. Maybe for some of you, the Eight of Cups could represent you setting out on that journey to discover the self, to align with your purpose, right? You know when to change. That inner navigation system leading you into a different place, to a different job, to a different relationship, different place to live. What soul lessons is pile number 1 learning? We have taking decisive action. Okay, when to take action, right? What actions need to be taken. We have switching your mentality. And let's get one more. We have overcoming adversity. Okay. So I do want to get a little bit more before I move forward. I want to see what is it that you're needing to switch your mentality with. For some of you, yes, beliefs that you have. Okay. What is this energy of switch mentality? The Strength card. This is the need for you to step into a place of more of your power, more confidence, letting go of fears, facing your fears, and finding power and confidence within inside of yourself. Okay, courage, fortitude. Let's see. Let's get one more with this switching mentality. What is this switching mentality with the Ace of Cups? Maybe for some of you, it's also switching into a place of openness, of receptivity, of love, of healing. What is this decisive action? Can also be creative energy. We've got the Two of Swords. So those of you that kind of feel a little bit torn, right? Certain decisions, choices that you have to make in life. That Two of Swords can sometimes lead us into a place of stagnancy. There could be certain things that we're not facing, certain things that we're in denial about. This is getting you to a place where you can make choices and decisions by kind of shutting out the noise of everyone else around you and really kind of going with inside of the self and listening to what your inner voice is telling you so that you are able to move past any type of confusion, conflicting thoughts and ideas, and really help you to kind of move past that place, right? Versus just doing nothing with that Two of Swords. Okay. What is this decisive action here? We have the Six of Cups. Some of you, the Six of Cups can represent your past. This could be addressing your past. It could be connecting in with your inner child, healing the inner child, releasing the past. Okay. What is this change directions here? We have the Knight of Swords. So when you're feeling a need for a shift, okay, a need for a change, the Knight of Swords helps you to gain confidence, to be swift in your action and your movement, but being confident in doing so, right? Not overthinking it, not fear-based thinking or pessimistic thinking, right? Because this can definitely be something that makes us feel like, you know what, I'm just going to give up on my dreams. Forget it. It's not going to happen for me, right? So we can change here. We have, look at that. We have the Magician, right? So it's like basically Spirit saying here, you're learning how to step into your power, how you recognize your power within you, right? Again, the conscious, unconscious manifesting here. Co-creation of your reality, you discovering yourself, and I feel like finding the Magician within you, right? The Magician is a very powerful energy. It is one of essentially bringing things from the nothingness into the material world. It is the beginning of all things. It is the manifestation of all things. So this is you learning how to channel into your power when you have an idea, when you have an opportunity, right? And you've got plenty here. You've got the aces, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords, right? The only thing that's not here is the Ace of Wands. But this is you discovering that part of yourself, right? You discovering, wow, I can create my reality, and I need to be more confident in my decisions and my movement towards taking action towards those things, right? Moving past any type of adversity, which could be challenges that present themselves in your life, or it can even be a challenging way of thinking, right? Challenging way of thinking. Why is the overcome adversity here? We have the Three of Wands. So many of you, it could be certain plans that you might have for the future, right? And instead of just kind of waiting, right, for something to happen or something to change, it's like you're becoming the change that you wish to see in your life. This is what your soul's learning how to do. Okay? Why is euphoria and insight here? And then we have the King of Wands, which is the Father of Wands in this deck. So yes, it's like your soul is recognizing, I have the power. I hold the power. I hold the key to manifesting the life that I want. And so yes, you can finally recognize, right, by paying close attention, right, to your beliefs, to your thoughts, to your words, to your actions, and pay more close attention to them, right? Like I said, we are constantly manifesting. You can take some time to think about, okay, where are my thoughts at, right? And it's not to say that we're not going to have that negative thought that pops into our mind. We will, right? But it's important not to let yourself sit within that energy for too long, right? Otherwise we lower our vibration, our frequency, right? So yes, what your soul is learning here is how to step into your power, how to master your energy, your creative, your manifestation powers. Okay? So what I would like to do now is get some advice for you, pile number 1, to see, I mean, we've already got a lot of stuff here. So I want to ask Spirit here, what can you do to master these soul lessons? Okay? What can you do to master these soul lessons? What can you do to master them? Ace of Wands. So you have all the aces here and the Magician, okay? All the aces are connected into the Magician, all number 1. So with your Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands is a card of divine inspiration, okay? Meaning that in order for you to master this soul lesson, when you have something that Spirit is bringing to you, Spirit is bringing it to you for a reason, okay? You don't have these thoughts that just kind of pop into your mind about you. I don't know. Let's say you wake up in the morning, you first wake up, you open your eyes, and all of a sudden there's this idea or maybe even a dream that you've had. And in that dream, you are writing. You're writing novels. You're writing a book or something like that. Or you have your dream job, right? And the Ace of Wands represents the very beginning of something that has so much potential, regardless of which ace it is. These are all about us having the opportunity and potential. But this idea or this inspiration that is being brought to you by Spirit is up to you to focus more of your energy towards, right? You can wake up in the morning and say, okay, I had this brilliant idea, but I've got other things to do today. I'm not going to think about this right now. I'm going to forget about it for the next 4 months. And then Spirit reminds you, here it is again, right? So Spirit is bringing you these ideas, inspiring you. This is like a creative spark, okay? So it is up to you to then take this little spark of an idea and fully bring forth energy of turning this from something spiritual energy, right, towards manifesting it into the physical world. It requires action. It requires focused intention. It requires our creative energy, making decisions, getting things done in order to make it into the physical. Otherwise it doesn't, right? It turns out to be that idea that you write down on a list that you never do. Okay? So in order for you to master this soul lesson, this is basically a Spirit saying here, when we give you these ideas, when we inspire you through your dreams, through another person, through something that you see on social media, on TV, you hear on the radio, wherever it is, we're giving it to you because we believe in you. That this is something that you're meant to do for some of you, right? It might be part of your purpose. It could be that Spirit believes that you have the power, if this is something that you really love, that you have the power to make it happen. Okay? So we're taking that and we're manifesting with it. What is your advice on mastering this soul lesson? The Chariot in reverse. Okay, so Chariot in reverse is when we have setbacks, when we delay, right? When we put things off. So this is a need for us to get our energy into balance, okay? Masculine, feminine, get them to work together. Feminine energy, creative, intuitive, masculine energy, get it done. Put the action behind it. Take action, make decisions, keep disciplined, focused. We're getting things done here. Okay? Otherwise, nothing happens. So the Chariot in reverse is setbacks, delays, not having the willpower to do something, you know? So maybe recognize, are you procrastinating? Are you fearful? Like, what is it that is holding you back, right? The Nine of Cups energy is about fulfillment, happiness, wish fulfillment, okay? And then we have the Eight of Wands. So this is basically Spirit saying here, when you have these ideas come in, something that inspires you, you are meant to then take this inspiration and put the energy behind it, put the work behind it, right? Instead of delaying, instead of putting it off, instead of holding off, waiting for the right time, waiting for the right season, things of that nature, and start putting the energy behind it. Okay? Because otherwise, this wish fulfillment is not going to happen, right? This is basically Spirit saying here, when you have this come in, instead of delaying, instead of procrastinating, right? Put forth the energy. That could be working on your confidence, okay? Working on letting that creativity flow, okay? Because ultimately, if you follow that, it is going to lead you towards wish fulfillment. It's going to lead you towards a place of feeling happy, feeling content, feeling abundant, okay? What is your advice? Ten of Wands. So many of you, it could be putting forth a lot of energy, right? A lot of effort, a lot of energy towards something. It can also be about you taking a look at what your current responsibilities are, or certain things that you have on your plate. What can you release? What can you let go of? Okay? Is there something that you need to let go of, walk away from, right? With that Eight of Cups, in order for you to create this wish fulfillment. Okay? It's just going for it. So let's look at this Chariot in reverse, because this looks like a blockage here. The Page of Pentacles, which is planting the seed for something new. Okay? We also have the Hermit in reverse. And we have the King of Swords. Okay, so when you have those come in, right? The Hermit is basically saying here, spend some time alone. Spend some time in reflection, quiet, meditative, introspection, reflection, and look within inside of the self, right? Don't seek answers outside of you. Look within the self, because it is in this space where you are going to gain clarity. You're going to feel this energy of wanting to take action. You're going to be able to receive guidance and wisdom from your spirit guides so that you know exactly what you need to do when you need to do it in order to make this happen for you. Okay? So that'll also help you to gain clarity, right? Especially when you're feeling stuck, you're feeling confused, right? Go within inside of the self. That could be spending time in nature, grounding, walking, exercising, a relaxing bath, a shower, anything that kind of gets you away from the noise, right? Social media, turn it off. TV, turn it off. Just quiet. Okay? Because it is with this here, Page of Pentacles, right? We're taking something that is spiritual that hasn't manifested yet, right? This is energy. We can't see this, right? We can't see this yet. Not until it's in the physical world. So this gives you the opportunity to make decisions, take action towards moving this energy forward so that you can actually take this idea and put that energy into, I am planting the seed for this new thing to develop, mature into the physical. Okay? Then we get what? The Queen and King of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. The opportunity shows up, right? Helps us with what we need to get done. So it's like you're learning how to take the energy and put it into the physical. Take some more energy. When that first idea comes in, put the energy behind it, bring it into the physical. You are consciously manifesting. I know what I'm doing. Spirit's leading me, guiding me. Here's another idea. I'm putting it into the physical world. And there I go. I'm happy. I'm fulfilled. Right? This is you being very conscious. So this is a big lesson, right? That your soul is learning right now. I am in control. I create my reality. I can make this 9 of Cups happen. I don't have to feel this way anymore, right? With the Star in reverse. I can feel that my wishes are being fulfilled. I can make it happen. I am in control based off of my energy, my beliefs. Okay? So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the movement card, this is going to be your reading. So our topic today is, what soul lessons are you currently learning? And then we're going to be asking Spirit some advice at the end to how can you master these soul lessons, okay? So that you're not repeating them over and over again, okay? How you can master those lessons. So basically with movement, I'm kind of seeing this as potentially maybe for some of you that have a tendency to procrastinate, get stuck, and not able to move forward, meaning that you could be someone who experiences a lot of stagnancy in your life, or even, I mean, literally, we can look at it as like get moving, right? Learning how to move ahead with plans, making things happen. But yeah, I'm more or less kind of seeing it as change, maybe change, growth, expansion, moving out of a place of stagnancy. So let's see what comes through with your tarot. What soul lessons are you currently learning? Pile number 2. Yeah, maybe for some of you, it's not being afraid of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Okay. Okay, so pile number 2. What soul lessons are you learning? We have the Daughter of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. Okay. I mean, the Page of Swords is a student. The Page of Swords is taking in information, researching, looking things up, taking in knowledge, asking questions, being curious, like getting all the information. Okay. Let's see what else. What soul lessons? We've got the 8 of Cups, the Moon. Okay. What soul lessons? What is this? The Knight of Wands in reverse. The Star. Okay. What soul lessons is pile number 2 learning? The 3 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. The 2 of Cups. The 6 of Wands. And we've got the 9 of Swords. Okay. There's a lot of wands here. A lot of wands. And I'm seeing the Seven of Swords at the bottom. So let me take some time to think about this. We've got the 3, 5, 6 of wands. Okay, now the major lessons that are here are the moon energy and the star. Okay, those are the major arcana here. So the major arcana are like the major spiritual lessons that we're going through. So the moon energy is our subconscious mind. Okay, it is our subconscious mind. It is where we have a lot of our fears, our insecurities. We can feel confused. We can have doubts. We can have a lot of suppressed or even repressed feelings and emotions that are kept here. The moon is also about our intuition, right? So sometimes that intuition can get a little clouded, right? And it could have to do with things that are stored within our subconscious, meaning things that we have to heal. And I'm seeing for some of you with the Two of Cups energy here, this could be love situations, okay? Specifically those of you with the Seven of Swords energy here, because the moon can also be a very deceptive energy. It can create illusion. Sometimes the moon can create illusions and delusions, meaning that all is not as it seems, right? The Seven of Swords is also a card of illusion and deception. So I feel like one thing, you're learning how to perceive things clearer, okay? Whether it is your own thoughts that deceive you or people surrounding you that are being deceptive. This is your ability to see through that, okay? The Seven of Swords can also be about a lot of scattered thinking, disorganized thoughts, our mind being all over the place, okay? Which means that we're not grounded. And we actually don't even have any grounded energy that's here. There's no pentacles, okay? We've got lots of wands. We've got, well, the Page of Swords is here. But yeah, there's no grounding energy here. Okay? So, with... I feel like in a way, because we have the star is about healing. It's about, it's a very restorative energy. It's one that we find renewal. It's a star that is kind of like leading us towards our destiny, towards wish fulfillment, helping us to have more trust, have more faith, believing, right, that we're being ultimately led towards where we're meant to be, right? And sometimes that includes walking away or letting go of fear. I'm seeing anxiety here with the Nine of Swords, okay? So anxiety would be one thing that you're letting go of here, that your soul is meant to learn to heal. Some of these things that are stored subconsciously. These things can be affecting or throwing you off balance here with the Two of Cups, because this is a card of balance, harmony, and I'm feeling like there's lessons that you're learning here, right? Maybe how to let go or even walk away of certain anxious thoughts that you have that might keep you stuck. Because like I said, with movement here, to me, it literally, I don't know, maybe some of you could be having a shift in perspective here as well. There's a little hot balloon that's like leaving this place and seeing things a lot clearer. So, I'm getting the Five of Wands. You got the Six of Wands here too. So the Five of Wands can be any type of internal conflict also that you have within the side of yourself that you're meant to overcome, okay, with the Six of Wands, which is the victory here. The Five of Wands can also be about changes that we have to make. And those changes can be to our thoughts, right? Because you got the Nine of Swords here. The Three of Wands is about foresight, thinking ahead, planning ahead, having a clear vision. So this can even be that a lot of these thoughts may be something that kind of keep you from pursuing your passions, going after your dreams, your goals, so that you're not getting caught up in a place of fear or doubt. You believe in yourself, right? You trusting that if I gather the information, if I can perceive things clearly, that it is possible for me to be able to overcome these challenges and conflict that I feel with inside of myself, enough to move past those fears, those insecurities, those doubts, even suppressed feelings and emotions from past situations that we've gone through, and not allow them to affect, first off, our intuition, right? To cloud our judgment, but to help us to be able to move beyond the obstacles that we might be facing, wherever they're coming from within our life. So it teaches you that you can change here with the Three of Wands. You can change what you experience in the future, right? The Knight of Wands in reverse, I kind of look at this as energy of us being out of character for ourselves, right? Not our true nature. And this is one that we are very creative beings. We're meant to be here to create from a place of tuning into our intuition, that limitless potential that lives within us, within all of us, right? So yeah, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, sometimes we can get a little frustrated. We can get anxious, fearful, doubting ourselves, doubting our potential. Okay. So some of you could be learning to let go and walk away from that way of thinking. For others of you, like I said, the soul lesson that you're learning might have to do with love, okay? Specifically, those of you that are caught up in situations that are with people who are non-committal, people who you find that there are differences, there are incompatibility that is there between you and that person, or even someone who is deceiving you. There could be an illusion of happiness that surrounds a specific person, right? And that could be like a friends with benefits situation, a situationship, a person who's non-committal towards you, somebody who's abandoned you, somebody who's walked away, somebody who's, so anything that is not really bringing you fulfillment any longer is what you're learning how to move past at this point. Okay? Maybe facing fears of letting go. Okay, of something that created an illusion of happiness for you. So that might be a lesson for some of you, that is specifically that you're dealing with a love situation like that. Okay, the fears of letting that person go, the fears of walking away, to allow yourself time to heal. Okay, maybe something else that's there. So what I would like to do, we're going to go into some oracle cards, and I am going to be using my Divine Intelligence Oracle. It is available on Etsy as well. There's a link for those of you that are international outside of the US. So let's see, pile 2. What soul lessons are you learning? And some of you, yes, I am feeling it's love here. What soul lessons? I'm feeling for some of you too, it can also be learning how to be more emotionally intelligent. Okay. We have switching your mentality, changing your mentality, okay, your way of thinking. So we'll look at that a little bit more, but we got changing your mentality basically there. What soul lessons are you learning? Deep perspective, okay, so we're really looking into things here, seeing things for what they are, people for who they are. What soul lessons, pile 2? We've got your ancestral guides. Okay, this may be you trusting more that spirit is leading you, trying to lead you, right? Sometimes when you feel that little nudge of a need to let go of a job, let go of a relationship, this is you having more trust and faith that spirit is leading you. Your ancestors are leading you, guiding you. What you're learning how to trust, right? The sacral chakra. Okay, which is creative energy. It's also where we balance our feelings, our emotions. It's also where we tap into our sexual energy. And that sexual energy is tied into our creativity. Okay, all within the sacral. So let's see here. What soul lessons are you learning energetic responsibility. Okay? Which means that you're learning that you are responsible for your energy, for your healing, right? You have a choice. There are some certain things that we go through within our life, we have to learn to take accountability for that, right? The decisions that we make, the situations that we get ourselves involved in, right? Like, let's just say, use the example of a love situation, right? You're with a person here who's playing games, who's hurting you, who's deceiving you, but yet you stay in that situation. You feel miserable. You feel sad. You feel neglected. You feel abandoned, right? But yet you stay. That is your energetic responsibility, right? Because you're choosing to keep yourself in that place, in that way of thinking, in that way of doing, right? So we have to know that the reality that we experience, right, is based off of our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions, our words, and what we choose to do, right? Our free will. So this can be you taking an accurate look, right? An honest look at your life. Am I feeling happy? Do I feel fulfilled? What can I do to change it? And if there are fears here, right, that block you from being able to move forward, right, with certain things, it's recognizing I am responsible for my own energy. I am responsible for my thoughts, for my feelings, right? I can work through them, process them, heal them, but not allow them to dictate what I choose to do moving forward, or even how I'm going to feel tomorrow, right? You could be having a really bad day, a really sad day, or feeling very frustrated. That's cool. That's fine. We got to feel our feelings, right? But that doesn't mean that we have to take on that energy to the point where it starts to become part of our personality. It becomes a personality trait that we feel miserable, that we feel sad, that we feel depressed, or we feel angry and bitter, or whatever emotion we're holding on to, right? We don't have to let that be our whole life, right? So this is you learning how to change certain ways of thinking and how to be energetically responsible for you, right? How can I heal this? How can I fix this? How can I work on changing this way? And for many of you, it may even be addressing things that are within the sacral chakra, right? Here we can have guilt, we can have shame, we can have certain traumas that we've gone through that are stored here, okay? Learning how to heal your feminine energy, your masculine energy, right? This is also like our creative powerhouse here, tied into that energy. So this is helping you to really kind of look very deeply inside of the self, taking time to do the inner work, right? And working on changing whatever mentality we might have that's not serving our highest good. So let's get a little bit more information here. So for pile 2 spirit, what is it about their mentality that they're needing to change? What is this message of switching mentality for pile number 2? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so when you go through something that is feeling like your world is flipping upside down and there's a total loss of control that you might feel, right? We can feel like when we're going through a little bit of a challenging cycle, that's it. Forget everything, right? We can have that type of mentality, right? Or something's not working out, our whole life is messed up and everything else kind of goes downhill from there, right? We can go through, say, like a breakup, and then the pain from that breakup affects our work. It affects our self-esteem, our self-worth, and starts kind of affecting other areas of our life, okay? So with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this can be when we are at that place where we feel like we have no control, right? We have no control, but you do. The Wheel of Fortune is about going with the flow of whatever cycles we're going through, right? Because we can go through many ups and downs in life, and not all of them are going to be fun, right? But it is how resilient we are to be able to, in a way, like ride the waves, right? We can allow something that we go through to completely derail us, hit rock bottom, right? But we can change. We can adapt. We can be flexible. We can start accepting the cycles that we're going through and start to go with the flow, right? If something comes to an end, if something is shifted or moved, we can learn how to understand not to create resistance, right? Because that's basically what this is. Resistance here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because this is fate. This is destiny. This is the universe's doing, timing. It's up to us to learn how to work with those cycles, how to work with those energies, right? For some of you, it could be that there are certain changes that you are not making, afraid to make. There's trying to hold on to things and trying to control versus it's kind of like micromanaging the universe, right? If Spirit's trying to help and move something out of your way, but yet you're trying to make it, force it to happen, force it to work, right? So we need to kind of be mindful of that energy there. Some of you might also be kind of like at a turning point in your life where there are changes that are needed. And sometimes it's resisting those changes, right? You know, let's just say a certain job is not making you happy, it's not good for you, but you're resisting the flow of the universe trying to pull you out of there, right? So there's a need for changing mentality there. What is this deep perspective here? The Fool. So many of you, the Fool energy is a card of you taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, stepping outside of your comfort zone into new beginnings, unlimited possibility and potential. Okay? So this may be even helping or encouraging some of you to step outside, to make the changes that are necessary, to start letting go and walking away from things, right, that do not serve. What is this ancestral guides here? The Queen of Cups. So to me, this is also you allowing your ancestors to guide you, that you're learning. You are learning how to nurture your creative energy and honor your intuition, right? That your ancestors are going to communicate with you through your dreams, through numbers, through synchronicities, serendipitous meetings with people, many different ways. This is about us being open to receive. Why is the sacral chakra here? We have the Devil. Okay, so this to me, basically, the Devil is something that keeps us stuck, trapped, oppressed, okay? So this can be our fears, insecurities, doubts, toxic patterns of behaviors, addictions. Because we have the sacral chakra here and the Devil, this can be a lot of lustful energy, okay? A lot of lustful energy here. So this to me is more or less about the desires of the ego, okay? So let's just say you are in a situation in which it's with a person, although this is not a love reading, this is the best example I can give right now. But let's just say you're in a love situation and that person, there's passion between the two of you and you really want commitment and they don't. Okay, they don't. So the soul lesson you might be learning is sometimes this Devil energy can create an illusion. It can be very deceptive. The Devil energy is emotionally manipulative. The Devil is a liar. Okay, it is something that fools us, right, into perceiving something a certain way. So the desires of the ego, these hidden desires that we have, right, can also be something that when we overdo it, right, and that can even go into addictions and things of that nature, that can get us in trouble, right? This can also be a toxic way of thinking, self-sabotaging behavior, keeping ourselves stuck in toxic situations, right, that we know are not good for us, okay? Another way that I look at this with the Devil energy, like I said, it causes a lot of oppression, a lot of being stuck, trapped by the ego, right? This is you more or less kind of learning how to let that energy flow. Let that passion flow, that desire, because that's what the Devil is, desire, right? Power. This could be you releasing your power, releasing your energy in a way that is helping you to move, literally, we've got movement here, okay, towards creating not just an illusion of happiness, right, but happiness, happiness, fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Let's see what this energetic responsibility is here. 9 of Cups, right? So this is basically Spirit saying here, you're learning that you are responsible for your own happiness. You cannot depend on someone else to make you happy, to make you feel fulfilled. You have to find happiness within inside of yourself first. Okay? You're responsible for your own happiness. I love that. What is this? The Chariot, right? The devil keeps us trapped, stuck, bound, fearful of tapping into our creative energy, fearful of tapping into, our power. Okay? This is you releasing your power. Chariot is freedom. Okay? You got strength here. This can be that you work on your confidence, your self-esteem, release fears, building up your self-esteem, controlling your emotions, right? The Strength card is about self-control, right? Because with the Strength card, this can be lust, it can be anger, it can be rage, it can be our feelings and our emotions just kind of being all over the place, right? This is us controlling, okay, those feelings, those emotions, and not allowing them to control us. This is where you really find your inner power, is where you can have somebody that triggers you, some situation trigger you, but when you can be a master of your own energy here and not allow what another person says, another person does. And this is not saying that you have to suppress your anger or your pain or your rage or it's you being in control of it and not letting it get out of hand, right? So this is basically the Spirit saying here, you're in control, right? You are learning that you are responsible for your own energy. No one else is responsible for making you happy. No one else is responsible for healing you, right? It's all us. We have to take responsibility for where we're at energetically, right? Yes, we could have gone through situations where another person hurt us. They've done some awful things to us, and that in that moment, it can create a lot of pain, a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, a lot of frustration, a lot of feeling so many different emotions, right? But this is where we learn how to really control it. Not suppress it, but control it in a way that we don't allow that energy to completely throw us off balance. Okay? So let's, I want to ask Spirit now here for your last part of your reading, what is your advice on mastering these energies? Okay, mastering these lessons. What is your advice on mastering these soul lessons? 7 of Pentacles, which is basically you taking some time to reevaluate and reassess what or who you are investing your time and energy into. To know, do I need to make some adjustments here? The 7 of Pentacles is also a need for you as a soul lesson to learn to be patient, okay, with yourself, with others. The Strength card is a beautiful energy of gentleness, of kindness, of confidence, of power. The Chariot energy is of willpower, strength, determination, leading yourself towards victory, towards success, making progress in life, right? Towards your dreams, towards your desires. What is your advice on mastering your soul lessons? We've got the 4 of Swords. So that could be taking time for rest, okay? Meditation, healing. For some of you, work on your healing. What is your advice for mastering your soul lessons? This could be with the 5 of Swords energy here. Some of you, it could be letting go or separating yourself from a victim mentality, a victim mindset, especially if this was at the hands of somebody else that hurt you with their words, with their actions, okay? Because this is cruelty. This could be somebody who's abusive. The Five of Swords is also about self-sabotaging thoughts, the feeling of feeling defeated, right? Feeling defeated, which means that something that was outside of our control may have caused us to feel this way. We choose, right, to either keep ourselves in this energy or pull it together, right, with the Strength card and the Chariot card. Pull it together. I'm not saying suppress it. Feel your feelings, right? Feel your feelings. Work on healing them so that you can release them. Observe what it is that you're feeling. But we don't have to choose to hold on to that energy. Okay? So maybe be more mindful of self-sabotaging thoughts that you have. Okay, for some of you. And then we also have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant is about lessons. Okay? It may also be taking your advice on mastering your soul lessons. Also take a look at what your beliefs are. Right? What are your beliefs about love? What are your beliefs about money? What are your beliefs about yourself? Has there been anyone that you've had experiences with in your life that has shifted that has changed that for you because of what you've gone through? Do those new beliefs that you have serve you? Or are they hindering you from moving forward and being able to find happiness within inside of yourself? Right? The courage and the strength and the power within yourself, the resilience to continue to move forward even after you might go through something that completely rocks your world. Right? This is, again, the Wheel of Fortune, us learning how to go with the flow, right? Especially when we're feeling that our life is kind of spinning out of control and, kind of not knowing which way, which direction, which way's up and what we're supposed to do. This can totally be feeling like we're unable to manage things, right? You're unable to manage things. You're unable to manage your life, right? You're feeling like you have no control. But for some of you, it can be learning that you do to a certain extent, right? Your energetic responsibility by changing your thoughts, changing your beliefs, right? Maybe even the feelings that are attached to that. We can start shifting away from understanding that, yes, some things are outside of our control, right? Sometimes we do go through some crappy things, but how resilient are you? Okay? How well can we adapt to these changes that have happened and just pick ourselves back up again, right? Get it together and continue on so that you're not keeping yourself in a place where you're stuck or stagnant, right? With a person, with a situation, with a way of thinking that's not allowing you to kind of move forward with what you really want to experience within your life. So it's really helping you here to find balance within inside of yourself so that you can continue to move forward along your path and not get caught up in certain lessons over and over again as they repeat themselves, right? Okay? So that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonate with this card here, coming to life. And what I'm kind of noticing, it's hard to kind of see here, but basically she is stone here on this leg. And she's kind of breaking out of that stone. So literally she is coming to life. We've got a butterfly here, so I'm seeing this as a change and transformation. So it kind of makes me feel that maybe many of you, what soul lesson you're learning right now is, I'm sure among others, but is how to really step into becoming your authentic self. Okay, your authentic self. There, maybe for some of you, you've been doing a lot of healing, a lot of inner work, that may have made you feel like this. And maybe that is a feeling of being stuck or feeling like you haven't really been living your life, you know, because of certain things that you may have gone through. And it's kind of like there's this shift or changing. Spirit's trying to help you to learn a soul lesson of learning how to step into yourself fully and awaken to your true nature, to your true self, okay? To find balance, to discover who you are is kind of what I'm getting from this intuitively, okay? So let's look at your tarot. What soul lessons are you learning currently? And then also at the end, we will get some advice on how you can master these soul lessons, okay? So let's see, pile 3. What soul lessons are you learning? Pile number 3. We've got the Knight of Wands, 2 of Swords. What soul lessons is pile number 3 learning? The King of Wands. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And you know what? It's funny. I was thinking when I first saw this card, before I start hitting recording, before I say anything else, when I was looking at this picture, meditating on it, I was like, this is life after karma. This is life after karma. All of these karmic lessons that you've gone through, this is you kind of breaking through that. Right? Everything that you've learned this far on your journey. What soul lessons are you learning and advice? I'm sorry, not advice yet. We've got the 7 of Wands. What soul lessons are you currently learning? The 7 of Pentacles, the Strength card. And King of Pentacles. Oh, okay. A lot of you are stepping into some serious masculine energy. Because I'm feeling a lot of this is your power. It's your confidence. It is learning how to master your masculine. I like this. It's very grounding as well, because you have the King of Pentacles here too. What soul lessons are you learning? The Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah. I feel like many of you are kind of could potentially be going through awakenings. But it's like you're overcoming challenge, adversity. I'm seeing the 3 of Pentacles energy at the bottom, which is an energy of creating. I'm looking at this as you rebuilding a solid foundation for yourself. But yeah, to me, this is a lot of masculine energy that's coming through here. And it's also, I'm feeling very balanced here, because you've got the King of Wands, which is your spiritual energy. And I'm seeing here the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands energy is very, very passionate. It's very like going, like, how do I explain that? Kind of like the energy of a teenager, you know, like very like excited to do something. It's like this unbridled energy that's within you that's being released. You're kind of tapping into your creative energy. And then I'm seeing the 2 of Swords energy here too. The 2 of Swords is about choices. It's about decisions. It can be that we have conflicting thoughts or ideas. And the Two of Swords helps us to really kind of cut out the noise of the outside world and take a pause to really listen with inside of the self. And I feel like in that, you're learning how to master your spiritual energy. Okay? Because the kings being here are masters of their suit. We have got the King of Wands here and the King of Pentacles. And then your major stuff that you've got here is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Strength card. So the major arcana, which is what these are called, the majors in the tarot, this is the major stuff that we're going through. Okay? And the Strength card is about you finding courage, strength, power, confidence, which is also in this King of Wands energy. So I'm feeling a lot of transformation that's taking place for you. Like I said, many of you are really learning how to kind of get that fire lit and started within you to tap into and learn how to master that passion, that creative energy, right? Because this is, like I said, unbridled. It's still learning. Where the King of Wands is the master of that energy, meaning that you know how to focus and direct your intention towards creating things, pursuing things, and that requires you here to find willpower, which is also in the Strength card, but I'm noticing there's 2 sevens here, and the sevens are also connected into the Chariot. And the Chariot is about balancing our energy and about that willpower and determination and focus that also comes in with the King of Wands. Because the King of Wands is about us stepping up and taking the lead, becoming a trailblazer, paving our own path. I'm feeling like this is something that you guys are learning how to do as your soul lesson, because with the Seven of Wands here, this is when we face challenges, we face adversity, and sometimes when we face those things, we want to give up. Right? We want to give up because they could be really challenging. And we're just like, say, you know what? Forget it. I don't want to do this anymore. The Seven of Wands is helping us to persevere beyond adversity. And with the Wheel of Fortune energy in reverse, sometimes this can be when we go through some cycles in our life that really are very challenging. And we may feel like our life is kind of like spinning out of control. The Wheel of Fortune is about us learning how to be flexible, how to go with the flow, how to make changes, how to not create resistance for ourselves, how to learn to flow with the energy. So this can be for those of you that have been resistant to certain change, have kept yourself stuck in certain cycles. This is you literally coming alive. Coming alive, learning how to step into your power, learning to find the truth, the authenticity of who you truly are, and to really work towards grounding that energy. Many of you have so much passion, so much creative energy within you that you're needing to release, that you're needing to put towards manifesting in the physical world. And many of you have the power to manifest abundance, right? You're learning how to change your destiny, right? You're learning how to change your destiny. You're learning how to manifest things into the physical world, taking some time to look at what you're investing your time and energy into and how can you change it? How can you create better results? The King of Wands is also this energy that does not give up, does not back down. Right? It's very much going after something and making it happen. Okay? Without resistance, right? And that resistance could be a lack of clarity. It could be stuck on a choice or a decision and afraid to make a choice or decision. The Two of Swords can lead to stagnancy in our life, right? Where we have something that sparks our inspiration that we want to do, but then we overthink it and we get stuck because we haven't made a choice or a decision. The King of Wands helps you to move past that energy of thinking and thinking and thinking and wishing and hoping and maybe this will happen and I hope this happens. It's like, no, you are learning as your soul lesson that you are in control. You have the power to make things happen. You have the power to create an abundant, beautiful, stable, grounded life. And some of you, I feel like with the Three of Pentacles here, are meant to have your own businesses. You're not meant to be and do what everyone else is doing. You're meant to do your own thing. And this being something that even changes the cycles, maybe even of abundance or lack in your life, and changing away from that. Okay, so you're coming into, like I said, your authentic self, your spiritual energy, your spiritual power, confidence. So let's get some more oracle here. And I am going to be using my Divine Intelligence Oracle. It is available on Etsy, as well as a link down below for those of you guys that are international outside of the US. Okay, it's in the description box. So let's see pile number 3. What soul lessons are you learning? Maybe you're reclaiming your power here. What soul lessons are you learning? Deep healing, okay, that's happening for you. Deep healing. We've got enlightenment. Enlightenment. Like I said, some of you could be going through spiritual awakenings. We have let love enter. Okay, let love enter. So some of you, this can be really balancing out your energy here. Also raising your vibration, right? Because love is a very high vibrational energy. This could be learning to love yourself. Okay? That can even be something that helps you to raise your level of confidence and your self-esteem within inside of yourself. We have focus and discipline, right? Which is very masculine energy, which is what we're seeing here. Being more focused and learning how to be more disciplined. We have prisoner of the past and also forgiveness. Okay? So this is you learning to move into a space of life is happening for me, not to me. Prisoner of the past, we're forgiving ourselves, we're forgiving others. Forgiveness is not something that is easy to do. It takes us time. Okay? Definitely takes us time to do that. But we can release ourselves from our past by working on forgiveness, working towards forgiveness. Okay? Maybe for some of you, because there's a lot of masculine energy here, it could have been your own wounded or suppressed or toxic masculine energy, or even another person that you may have been dealing with. I'm also seeing attachment here. Okay? Maybe this is you learning how to release attachments to the past, to people from the past, or to the old self, right? Sometimes, even when we work on ourselves, we can sometimes revert back into old ways of thinking, old patterns of behavior. This is you fully stepping into your power so that you are reinforcing the idea of that I am no longer attached to this old version of self. I can change, I can grow, I can evolve. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to ask Spirit here a little bit of information on these things here. I almost forgot to do this. I hope I remembered for pile 2. Okay, so what is this energy surrounding your deep healing here? Give us more information on this deep healing for pile number 3. What are they healing? The Ace of Wands. So many of you, this could be your solar plexus that you're healing, which is helping you with your confidence in yourself. Your sacral chakra, sacral and solar plexus, okay? Because basically this is a lot of creative energy. That creative energy is in the sacral chakra, okay? But it requires confidence, and that comes from the solar plexus. So there's a lot of healing within those energies for you to help you to step into the best possible version of yourself. So what is this enlightenment here, Spirit? we've got the Ten of Cups, right? So once you start to access this knowledge, right, this wisdom of learning that forgiving and healing the past and attachments and learning how to really step into your power, into your masculine energy, you're learning that happiness, fulfillment is something that is possible if that is something that you are directing your energy towards creating within the physical, right? You can find abundance, happiness, fulfillment in your life. What is this let love enter? And this could even be for those of you that have emotional blockages, that have emotional immaturity, right? We're learning how to mature, learning how to process our feelings, right? Especially for those of you that have stuff that you're holding on to from your past. Clearing blockages. We've got the Page of Wands. So in a way, it's, look at, we've got like basically almost all the wands here, right? We've got the Page, the Knight, the King. We're missing the Queen, but that's okay. To me, it's like many of you could be turning your pain into your power, into your creative energy, transmuting this energy. What is this attachment here? The Hermit. Okay, now some of you might have a tendency to isolate yourself away from people. Some of you might be introverted, right? With the Hermit energy, the little hermit that's kind of stuck in its shell. Sometimes this could be a need for us to step outside of that. Okay, to really kind of open up and connect with people, to discover ourselves. Some of you that have attachments may need to work on healing those and also questioning, why can't I let this person go? Or why can't I let this situation go? Why am I still holding on to that, right? The Hermit really helps us with very deep healing, introspection, reflection, finding ourselves, discovering who we are, right? We can learn about why we're attached to certain patterns of behavior. Where is it coming from? Is it from a fear that we have? We're really diving very deep in with the Hermit energy, okay? Some of you might need that time and space alone to get away. Some of you might need to do the opposite and get out there a little bit more, right? You could be hiding a lot of your creative energy, because if you look at all this powerful energy that's here, right? If you're keeping that all inside, who's going to see it, right? Who's going to see it? This is you coming to life here, right? You're learning how to stop shutting yourself out away from people. You're learning how to be more open with your creative energy, how to make your mark in the world, how to show the world, show yourself the real you, right? Versus keeping all of that creative energy kind of tucked away and never letting it come and manifest into the physical world, right? Can also be a bad thing. Every single card has both the good and the bad, right? The Hermit can be bad because we could be somebody who just feels lonely and alone and depressed and sad and just chooses to shut out the whole world and not come out and not discover, not explore, not put our creative energy out there, right? So some of you, it depends where you're at, right? You can either be that you need to take time to heal and to restore your power and your energy and build up confidence in yourself and then let it out here, right? Unleash it. Or some of you are needing to just kind of, what was I saying? Either you put yourself out there and because you need it, you need to get out of your shell. You need to be, say, extroverted when necessary, right? Because I know some of you are very introverted and there may be a time for you to be extroverted, you know, a time for you to show the world your creative energy, channel that into something, whatever it is that you choose to do. And then others of you are needing to really just take a break, take some time to rest, reflect, heal. Okay. What is this Prisoner of the Past and forgiveness? We've got the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so some of you are healing abandonment wounds, feeling ghosted by someone, rejected, feeling shut out by others. The Five of Pentacles is also the scarcity and lack mentality. Okay, so if we're holding on to that mentality there, meaning that we feel like we do have a lot of creative ideas, but we're too afraid to go after them because we're stuck in a place of lack, a lack way of thinking. Okay, so that would be something that you would want to work on healing too. And some of you may have been stuck literally in a cycle of that Five of Pentacles, right? And that can be something that's definitely handed down from generation to generation. Okay, from our parents, from our grandparents. And there's a need for you to really work towards breaking out of that. Okay, out of that and really stepping into, right, this powerful Wands energy so that you can work towards manifesting. The King of Pentacles, the soul lesson that you would be learning with this is how to take risks, how to use your resources, how to keep yourself committed, organized, disciplined, right? Using strategy, being practical with things, to staying committed to what your goals are, right? If you want money, you want abundance, you want stability, you want security, that's not going to help you get there, right? That way of thinking. So this is a need for you, or what your lesson that you're learning here is how to start changing your mentality here to the money mindset, the abundance mindset, right? The creative energy that lives within you, right? You're not going to discover that staying in that little shell there, right? This is time for you to let it out with all of that Wands energy there and be more focused and more disciplined, maybe for some of you, right? Not reverting back into old patterns of behavior. So literally you're coming to life. Your soul is learning how to explore, expand, right? Outside of that little shell. Okay. So now we're going to close out your reading here, we're going to ask here, what is your advice on mastering these soul lessons? What is your advice on mastering these soul lessons? The Magician. This is you recognizing that you hold the power to co-create your reality. Okay? You are the magician. You are the manifester. Let's see. This is about you believing in yourself. Okay? What is your advice on mastering these soul lessons? Four of Pentacles. Lovers in reverse. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Swords is a beautiful energy of truth, of integrity, of wisdom, of knowledge, vision, planning, strategy, decisions, action, words, communication. And I feel like with the Four of Pentacles energy here, this is your comfort zone, pile 3. Okay, that is your comfort zone. That is you learning how to start making some changes, to stepping outside of that comfort zone. Because the Four of Pentacles is when we settle for things. It is when we are too afraid, because that lack mentality is there, of taking risks in life. The Lovers in reverse could be that there is an imbalance within your feminine and your masculine energies. And like I said, there's a lot of masculine here. So some of you could be really mastering your masculine. Okay? And that may take you working on, like I said, your confidence in yourself, learning how to be assertive, learning how to be the authority, right, in a balanced fashion. And so the Lovers in reverse is when we could be out of balance. Our feminine and masculine could be out of alignment. This can also be when we are not allowing our heart to lead us, spirit to lead us, right? The Lovers is a beautiful energy of a choice of the heart. So let's just say your heart really wants to do something, right? You really desire to go to get a new job or to buy a house or to do something here, right? this is you learning how to see that you are the creator here. You are the manifester. You have the potential to create a plan, a vision, to be able to follow your heart, to step outside of your comfort zone towards manifesting what you want, what you desire. Okay? So I'm literally seeing this as you coming to life, moving out of a place of stagnancy, a lot of change, a lot of transformation for you. And that may take you reinforcing, right? New thoughts, new patterns of behavior, new ways of thinking, being more mindful when you revert right back into the old ways and the old cycles, okay? So that you're learning how to maybe even learn from lessons of the past, right? Decisions and choices that you made in the past. And so where you're at right now, are you happy? Do you feel fulfilled? How can you make different choices to actually work towards directing this energy, focused intention towards the things that you really want in life, right? Creating more stability, more security, more abundance. I feel many of you have some powerful creative energies that are here that you're needing to explore. You're needing to allow yourself to tap into that infinite childlike nature and potential creative energy within you, because I feel like many of you have so much creative energy that you're needing to release and show the world that this could be something that potentially creates a lot of abundance for you. But you're needing to move past this fear-based way of thinking, right? Or even things from the past that are holding you back. Okay? So yeah, I'm seeing that as your soul lesson here, is you're learning how to be your authentic self, how to master your power, your energy, your passion, your creative energy, but also keep it grounded so that you can manifest into the physical world. Okay? So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.